Wait a minute. Fuck. Good night. I mean, hello, people. And good night. How is it in Birchwood, as they call it? Hi. Hi, Captain. It is me. My brain. It hurts. My brain. My brain. That's cool. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. I don't care. Guess what? I don't like you guys. I don't like you. The cat is out the bag. I don't like me too. I'm wonderful. Couldn't be better. I'm turning into a visitor, slowly. Turning into a visitor. We mustn't drift into madness today, and we must hold on a little longer for our forefathers. Who is this in front of the drawing? No. What did you like to know? I finished this. This is what I wanted to do for this. I'm not sure if the background's going to be black, but I was going to make them all silhouettes, but for the zine, technically they are technically silhouetted, but not entirely, but for the zine, it was going to be, since it's a zine, it's only going to have that many so often pages. I was like, might as well make them colored to whatever aura I'm feeling about each character. And yeah, that's them. My favorite one's this one. This one and him. I like him a lot. But yeah, I like his weapon though. His weapon's cool. But yes. Too many losses. Where have you been losing? Where have you been losing? Hmm? I don't feel like finding it, but I can tell you about the strongest character. The strongest character is a character that, I don't like how this is. He is a gargoyle, basically. He is themed off a gargoyle. He is the strongest character. He's a demigod trapped on the planet. But yeah, I appear. Good. A lot of you deserve it to get abused. Anyways, where is he? I don't like it. What are we gonna do? Abuse. Abuse is a strong word. Cause you're a disappointment. In the moment of truth, you let her down. It shows where your priorities are, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I nerfed my main character. He's only universe threat level. This is hilarious. I gotta screenshot this. That's hilarious. That is the funniest shit. Oh my, I got it. I got it. Oh god, that is hilarious. Hold on. Stay still. It's not letting me screenshot. Alright, there we go. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. How is it funny? I'm gonna screenshot that part too. Alright. Somebody come get her. Nah, it's definitely. You'll understand later why it's funny. I'm leaving now. Oh, don't feel ashamed. You must understand it's funny. I'm gonna tell you why it's funny. Because it's a common thing for you younglings to make the most strongest thing possible, thinking it's good. That's what makes it funny. When I tell all you guys, it's the writing that matters the most, not him being super overpowered. But I told you that last live stream. But universe sounds stronger than reality. Well, reality, not really. But your dude's throwing universes around. There's no way. There's not enough CPU for that. And that's the honest opinion of a true lad, such as myself. But that was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. You have to understand that was hilarious. Good. He can't do that. Well, if someone's a universe level, they're basically doing that. That's like me saying, fine, I'll stop my guy. That's like, okay, let's say you make a super buffed out dude. He's just super strong and everyone else is skinny. And you're like, fine, I'll nerf him. He'll eat one less candy bar a week, or he'll lift one less pound a week. That's what is the equivalency. I'm allergic to happy endings, so Kicks 101 project ends with dying. Don't feel your angsty depression. What you drawing? Just got here. I'm drawing wrong thing. I'm drawing my series. It's called Numen's Law. You'll look back on this coop and you'll be like, oh my gosh, you're right. Look at the best things that's ever came out. Nothing's ever just universe strength. Thank you. But for right now, hello, Nathan. Nathan? Whatever. Anyways, you've heard my spiel. I want to draw this guy digitally. I already have the thing. He's a small loser that can't do... Kicks, you gotta learn how to draw first before you do that. You gotta... If you want to do that, you want me to do the training thing we were doing earlier? We're gonna fix this, Kicks. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna pick you an archetype you can build from and go from there. See? I see the vision. But it's okay. Your main character can destroy the universe. Okay. Oh, God. Kicks, do you want to do it? We can do it right now, Kicks. We can set you off on a good start, Kicks. We can do this. Don't delete it. Don't delete it, Kicks. This is my character. And I will still not call him the main character, but sometimes I do. Shut up, Anti. Yeah. I wish it would lock in. Kicks. You gotta learn. You gotta learn to be honest and critical about yourself. Otherwise, you're not gonna grow. You wanna feel good? You gotta. That's it. We're doing it. Everyone, this is emergency. We're gonna stop what we're doing. And we're gonna help Kicks out right now. We're gonna do this for you, Kicks. This is a must. Do you hear me? Embarrassment? Don't be embarrassed. Listen, remember that time, Anti, are you still here? Remember that time someone read my Webtoon on live, kind of without my permission, kind of? And I basically was a live public execution. Do you guys not remember that? For the real ones that know. It's okay, Kicks, because I have another phone. Hopefully there's nothing weird on it. Alright. No, Kicks, stay still. Hold on. Hold on. Make sure there's nothing going on here that I need to worry about. And they speed ran it, and their phone was glitching, and or whatever they was reading on. It's okay, because I'm way better than that. Alright. So, we're going to go with I'm going to look up some things that we can learn half chibi art style. Okay, Kicks, do you see this? This looks like this is something you would do. Now, who even was that? I don't know. He's just a guy that's like a mutual with the circle that I'm in or whatever you want to call us. I don't even like being amongst them half the time, but he just was art reviewing people's mangas and stuff, and he likes to give constructive criticism because that's what he bases a whole account off of. Meanwhile, he hadn't at the time had anything out for himself, but whatever. Can you say I love? No, I'm not saying that just because you want me to say it. But yes, that was very embarrassing. I didn't feel that embarrassed as I should have, but it was definitely a public execution. I was not, it was an unwarranted, but a lot of people followed me from that, which is funny, because they seen the vision. Anyways, we're going to go with this, Kicks. Do you see this? Do you see this? Kicks, are you watching? We're going to go with something like this. This is half chibi. This is right up your alley. And I didn't even know this existed. I just looked it up. Hey, man. And I didn't know how shit my thing was at the time until that. Well, actually, I knew beforehand, but that was just icing on the cake. Listen, Kicks. You're literally halfway there. This isn't embarrassing. What are you talking about? I wish my favorite creator would come and help me out. Even though I already know where I fall. I'm not going to show your artwork, Kicks. I'm not going to show it. Anyways, I'm not going to show. We're going to do this. Do you hear me? Kicks, do you have your pencil out? Get your pencil out right this minute. Even this, I can't wait to do this digitally because his elbow joint is like way down here. It's like way down here, his elbow joint, when it should be up here. But that's neither here nor there. But, Kicks, get your pencil out. Everyone who wants to join this, we're going to draw something like this, or try to. This is going to be my first time drawing something like this as well. So we're both going to learn from this. Get your pencil out. Get your goddamn pencil out. Okay, so here's what we're going to start in 10 seconds. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, let's go. So we're going to start with a giant circle. Well, not a giant circle, but a large, more larger than normal circle. And see, what we're going to do, Kicks, is we're going to... How is this embarrassing? It's only embarrassing because you keep saying it's embarrassing. A self-fulfilling prophecy is what I like to call it. That is the human mind, after all. Like, no one even knows who this is for until you keep saying it. It's like those things in let's say you're in class and you do something embarrassing. If you start blushing, people are just gonna stare at you, waiting to see your reaction rather than the action of itself. They're just looking at you for the reaction that you will do, whether it's crying or you're just flustered out your mind or screaming and wailing. Like, this is good. Everyone, okay? Okay, Bink, I'm going to learn this with you right now. Okay. We're not going to draw this exact character, but we're going to draw something similar. We're going to learn how to draw right now. Uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is perfect. That means you're almost where you need to be. I'll draw it with you. Thank you, Anti. See? And this is going to be quick. This is going to be... Now, what I would do is... Wait a minute. What the... Something else came up. Let's go back on where we was. I mean, I don't need to sit there, but... Now, you don't have to draw it in the same way I do it. You're just going to experiment to which ways you want to do it. Well, I don't think I'm going to find that ever again. It's probably right here. Yep, there it is. Anyways. Can I draw Gojo? You guys, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up, guys. I cannot make this up. I'm going to draw a half-ish, chibi-ish style. And maybe... Boom. I mean, you don't even have to do it this way. This is just the way I like to do it. But do it whichever way you want. Boom. But this is going to help you on different angles. Boom. For me, anyway. Boom. Elbow joint. Boom. And let's just draw round balls for the roundest, largest balls you can. Alright, let's just draw this one bent like this. Boom. Like that. Yeah. And from what I understand, the legs are longer and they're like glided out like this. So we're going to draw the legs like this weird roundness that it has. I'm trying to copy it somehow. Boom. Now, I'd say since this is turned, it's going to be a little bit more upwards, maybe. But one thing I do like about this style is like the Mega Man feet it has. Boom. Freaky senior Gojo. Oh my god. What furry. Boom. And we're going to draw something based off this half chibi-esque style here. Boom. And now, I don't know exactly what I'm going to draw, but I'm just going to draw. Now we're at the hands. I'm just going to go with like a little softness to it. Nothing crazy. The power within. Guys, the power within. I think the elbow should be probably down here. Actually, I don't want his elbow to be like that. I want him to be doing something more exciting. Boom. Now, you can do anything, but... How is he going to have his fist? I got to make it round. Oh, yeah. We're going to do it like that. Just a circle with a ball for now. We can come back to it. Boom. Ah, God. Kicks, you better be drawing. This is the once-in-a-lifetime thing. I offer no one. This is a private tutoring session. Live. What are you doing? And sometimes this little bump here helps me like determine the leg from the feet. Bink. And now, this is kind of similar to your style. It doesn't have to be quite this, but you draw your body to whichever way you please. We can do another one that's like a smaller-esque chibi. He's going to be looking upwards, but boom. Boom. I don't know what he's going to be doing. Boom. Maybe he shouldn't have a neck. I don't know. What about this one? I don't know. Boom. Bink. Bonk. Yeah, we can just go as simple as we please. The thing is with finding your art style is mainly just adding your favorite bits and pieces as you go. It's nothing crazy. So I'm just fine I'm doing like a little, like, is next too long? I don't like that. So I'm going to take it away. Who's Larry? I don't know. Orange. Hello, Spidey guy. Larry seems like a green, the name. Or like a turquoise. Boom. So what you want to do is circle. The circle is going to determine the head, obviously. Now, we can worry about the direction later. The neck. The neck can be like the smallest little line ever. The body. The body's just a square with a slight, or a trapezoid, but it's basically just a square. Boom, 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 boom. The shoulders. The shoulders is just another circle that I imply. Depending on if it's a girl or not, I might make the shoulders more compressed. And if you want to go even smaller, you can just do a circle right here. We're going to crunch it. Bink. And then this helps me because, like, I don't want the legs to look like they're conjoined twins. So I have it like these little spheres help me, like, for rotating. And look, you can just do it like this. The feet like this. You see this? So the feet goes like this, right? It's like a bell. Basically a triangle with a flat top. Boom. And you just round the edges at the end. And whichever way the roundness is pointing to is whichever way the feet is. Bang. And the arms, you could either do the same thing, or you don't even have to. You can just do this. But just don't make them too long. And, you know. But that's not the way I like to do things, because let's say you want to deviate and do something slightly different. It's like you got to relearn how to draw all over again. So we're going to do the two joints. He's going to give us a thumbs up, maybe. Nothing crazy. And I'm just going to have this one like this. Bing, bong, bing. Now you just got to understand it's just a circle. A circle, line, square, circle, 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 triangle, triangle, half sphere, or half circle, whatever you want to call it. Bink. Beautiful. And you just apply it in different shapes and sizes. Now, I don't know what I'm going to draw for this Chibified character, but I'm certainly going to finish this concept. Oh, whatever. He's already looking like he's dressed like a Bakugan battle brawler, but that's okay. Because... Bink. Bonk. I'm going to make his shoes larger. Let's say I want to make his shoes bigger. Bink. You just... Simple. Give him a... I'll make his hand shorter because it looks too long right here. Not gonna lie. Bink. The arms and the legs. Alright, let's redo what we just did then. Bink. So we're gonna go circle, neck, torso. But what about the abdomen where the hips and waist are? That's the most important. This is my first time drawing any type of body like this, other than my normal, like these guys, actually. Actually, these guys are quite similar. I've been lying. But this whole thing I'm doing is just not how I normally do that. So for the shoulders, I usually have them start at the circle, the point of the square. Now, it doesn't have to be... I have it usually wider up top than down below when it's a male. When it's a female, I'll probably keep the square tighter, closer, like just a regular rectangle. But now, this part is just wherever you want the head to face. So let's say he's looking down. Oh, looking down, this line will be pointing down, and he's looking slightly to this direction, so that's going to be pointed over there. And now for the arms kicks, I'd start the joint in the middle, like right here. No, that's wrong. That is false. I gotta So the elbow, I'm going to start around the belly button. Just imagine where the belly button is on the character, and that's usually where I do my elbow joint. Bink! So now we have like the arm. And now depending which... See, if you look at this pencil here, this is going to help a lot of people probably if they imagine an arm this way. So let's say you have the... It's better I get this action fit. No, where's Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man? Oh, there he is. Okay, so here's Spider-Man. You see his arm go out here, but when the arm's pointing towards you, the length of the elbow to the hand is this distance. It's way shorter than if it was to point downwards. Look at the distance compared. Elbow to here is probably about an inch. And now the elbow, when it's pointing either facing this way, elbow to hand, when you're looking at it on a flat surface drawing it, it's about a quarter of an inch now. So when anything's pointing towards us or away from us, it gets immediately smaller, the line. But if it were to go long way, like this way, I don't want to break his arm. This thing's ancient. But it's better if I show it on one of these guys, actually. And this is another helpful way to look at it, because literally this is how I do my joints. And you see as the elbows right where the belly button may be. You know, everyone's body's a little bit different. But so let's say I wanted him pointing at us. This is the shoulder. You see as it... So the line between the shoulder... I'm going to do it right here. So let's say he's pointing at us, right? I'll just use this character. It's way easier. So let's say he's pointing at us. So instead of the line going down here to down here, the line's going to come up. And it's going to... This line from the shoulder to the elbow is going to get way shorter. Bam! You see how small... How close the elbow is? So I'm going to put the line up here now. I'm going to raise the elbow. And it's going to be equally if it's the same degrees facing this way. The line length will be much smaller if it's pointing away, just as much as it's pointing forward. Now, if he's pointing directly at us, you don't have to really do a line at all. But since we want to show how much he's pointing at us, we're going to slightly tilt it. No. Oh, yeah. No deleting your post. You want the post up there so we can... There's nothing more you'll feel more pridely other than... There's people like to see how much an artist grown compared to before and now. And you want that to see that for yourself. If you just see like an end thing, you'd be like, okay, who cares? Like, you know, the best part about watching an artist grow is watching... Literally watching them grow. That's the simplest way to say it. But... Yeah, so let's say he's pointing at us. We're going to have the circles like this. And the line is way shorter from just the shoulder from the hand. The length of the line is way shorter. But if we were to do it out like this way, the line gets longer, or it's regular length, I'd call it. But I'd put the bend at the belly button if we're just doing... Let's say you're doing a regular concept of like a regular character design. I have the bend here. And usually for the forearms, I just make it the same length as this arm. And then do a joint for where the wrist starts or the hand. I kind of mess that up myself sometimes. But, so, yeah. Anything pointing towards us looks smaller. Anything pointing away, the more further it's pointing on a horizontal line, the its full length will be shown. Pointing towards us, shorter, 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 to where there's no line at all. And when you go back, you can't see a line if it's pointing away directly. But now I'm going to draw 2 joints for the chibi. This is basically what I'm doing right now. Think these 2 circles are these 2 circle joints right here. Just like I did on this guy right here. But I skipped this part. Because this guy's a chibi character. So you could go down. Now the leg length is really up to you. Some people, as this drawing is right here, is super long compared to the rest of the body, but it's really up to you to which route you want to choose. You can go from here to there, or you can go in the middle of each and choose your own art style, really. You don't have to you just find your comfort zone. We can try this one afterwards, but even this is set up as if it's like an action figure. So pink, draw some legs. And I also like to, some people don't agree with me, but I still do it anyways because I don't care. I usually make the leg length just as long as that's what I like to see. So I make the leg length. People say, oh, the thigh longer. I don't give it. Anyways, pink, knee to this joint, I make it just as much as the thigh joint. Pink. And for the feet, you could do like a 3-dimensional triangle like that. Or you can just draw a circle. Pink. Now we have our chibi character. And this is pretty much what I've done for all these little dudes right here. The chibi versions of the actual copy. But yeah. I'd say this one was probably the simplest. But now, the hands, I like to draw just like a trapezoid. But I'm not going to get too big on the hands right now. That's another day. So for now, just draw. You can either draw a circle for the hands and then another circle for the thumb. Or I like to draw a diamond sometimes. Or I'll draw a trapezoid and then the hands could be like that. But for now, we're just going to draw just a circle. Don't worry about the hands too much. Pink. I can't find my phone. Then what are you doing? The hands we're not going to worry about right now. Now people are asking, what do you do from here? This is pretty much the simple part, really. Actually, it's not the simple part. This is probably, to some, maybe the harder part. But we're going to ignore all the traditional muscles real quick, and we're going to work our way to the muscles. We're not going to do just the directly muscles, because this is halfway like chibi-ish. Hello. So we're just going to make a box. We're basically making an action figure out of our drawing that we can bend to whatever will. Yes. We're just going to make pink bonk. Just draw squares, but I like to do the wrists are always wider at the top. I mean the elbow. So you got the elbow, but it's always wider before it goes down to thin. So it's wide right here, and then it goes to thin. So I like to do a cone. Think of it as like a cone. Think. And then this is a square, like a rectangle. And you want to do these in-between shapes like this, so when it comes time to draw the final like outline, it's a smoother transition. And now we're going to do something similar with the legs as well. I should have probably made and it's okay to make mistakes, so you can always erase and drop the knee down. So I always recommend drawing lightly, but I want you guys to see it and the camera won't pick it up if I draw it too soft. But flaws are a part of the process and constant adjustments are to be made. So this is basically a square, just like this one. You could do round shapes if you want, because that's more organic, but I like to do squares, or you can do rounded rectangles or whatever. And then this, I'm making this a cone as well, just like the arm. The legs are longer than the arm, but also you can imagine it as if it's the same thing, just the chain link. Circle, square, circle, cone. Circle, square, circle, another square if you want to, but it's just going to be a little bit harder when you're doing the end shapes. You could do a diamond if you want to get brave, but that's what I used to do. Well, I still sometimes will do that. This thing is expensive. You can get cheaper ones online. I'd look for alternatives, but this is called Sticky Bones. It's very expensive. I wouldn't say I recommend it because the finger's been flying off, even when the replacements that they come with fly off as well. I only use that thing about once or twice a month, so think about it. If you are, yeah, torso, shoulders, but everything else I'm done. Well, if you watch carefully, you'll understand. I'll do it one more time. Head, neck, body is going to be like a square. I'll make it just a simple square to make it easier instead of doing these extra stuff. I don't want to confuse anyone. Shoulders, pink. Now, this is the most important part for me is where I made most of my mistakes in my regular formed bodies. But circle, pink. And that circle is pretty much this right here and a little bit of this. So it's just a whole area. Instead of, it's this whole area. And then I'm going to do just like this action figure, these joints right here. Pink, bonk. So your thing should look like this. This is your setup so far. Copy this down if you want to make a halfway chibi character and such like these or whatnot. Bink. Because you're really just making a normal body. Let's say you wanted to make a taller version. What you would do is just draw this bigger to match the head. So if I were to draw this head actually smaller to its accurate size compared to the body, I basically just drew a regular guy. It's nothing much different. I basically just drew a regular character. I just got to make it fit the page and do the same ratio. So it's easy to go from this crazy chibi to, well, this isn't fully chibi as I already said, but you know what I mean. Thank you, thank you. I have a Webtoon for people don't know. Ha ha ha. Anyways. Bink. So for the legs, we're just let's start back on the arms. First, let's draw a plus here and just locate a belly button of sorts. Bink. Bonk. All right, let's draw the elbow to reach that belly. Bink. Bink. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Listen, Kicks, no one cares about feelings. We care about results. As the manly man we are. Results. So now we have our arms where the muscles are. Ding. 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 I'm going to do it in colors, too, just for fun. The next one's going to be in colors, so be ready. Get ready for the next battle. Now the forearms. Pink. Now we're going to try and make it match up with this. I want these two things to be the same shape and size. I mean the same length, these lines. Dink, dink, whoosh, dink. Now let's do the same with our legs, but a little bit longer than the arms. Shwee, dink, shwee. And then dink, whoosh, dink, whoosh, dink. Look how perfect this is. And now we can go back and do these type of feats. Or we can do it the regular way. We already seen the regular way, so we're just going to draw like a... I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. Now, this gap between the legs looks a little too wide, so what I'm just going to do is erase it. And just bring it a little bit closer. because it kind of looks goofy. And now, I erase a lot of my stick figures before I draw them, but, you know. Bink, bonk. And this little line here helps me on my feet for sure. Helps me point them, that's for sure. And now let's do the hands. And this is very simple. And then the hands. Beautiful. Honestly, lovely. And I like to do this for the chest sometimes, depending on what, but that's just to show me. Extra, help me out. But, bink. Look at that. Beautiful. Show Oko. Well, the female characters, I don't really do much different. I'll do it real quickly. I just make the... see, the main key points to female characters is their necks might be a little bit longer. Their shoulders aren't as broad. They're more, like, thinner to the... closer to the whatever. I was looking at the skeletal structure the other day, and the waist might be a bit bigger. So let's do a female Chibi-esque one. It's pretty much the same thing, because we know not everyone's the same body structure, but majority is. We will be honest with each other. And now, I gotta make an Oko version of one of these guys for sure. But, bink. Let's just do the same thing we've done before, but make it slightly thinner square to help us out. Dink. Maybe this could be larger, depending on if they're a curvy lady or not. But, bink. They're going to be the same height just for no reason at all. I don't know what it is, but I'm tall. But I've been a lot of tall girls I've been seeing today. So I don't even know if I'm tall anymore. Anyway, we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to make these a little bit wider, the legs. If I'm not going to make this entire circle wider, I'll make these wider just to... you know, because their hips are naturally bigger. But now let's just draw. Bink bonk. Locate that. I'm just going to follow the same processes that I've done beforehand. And, you know, it's not much different. I just made them a little bit shorter. But other than that, boom. So, you can do this in other shapes, but sometimes I like to do a diamond. That helps me. Do a diamond. But I'm still learning, obviously. But from what I know, this is how I would do it chibi-fied. Let's say I wanted to make the most curviest lady of all time. Let's just do that real quick. Dun, 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 dun. I like to start with the just the angle edges of the chest because it's just easier for me to line things up. And it also goes straight into the shoulder. Alright, this is our BBL, Chibi BBL. No, just kidding. But yeah, not too much different, as you guys can tell. How do I get money off of you? What? What do you mean? How do you get money off of YouTube? It takes a lot of work. A lot of work. It should tell you that you should have an app, YouTube Studio. It should tell you everything you need to know. You know? What the hell, Anti? That is an intimidating drawing for kicks. Who is that? No. Alright. Right. But there's different ways to go about it with YouTube. I only now just started getting paid, so And even that is not enough. You know? I probably get $2 if I'm lucky per video. If I'm lucky. So think about that. But let's do it again, but in colors this time. I'm going to do it right here just so you guys can see. I don't need any space for this. I'm going to pick some colors out and we're going to do it in colors. Hopefully this mint green loves me. I'm going to draw the circles in green and I'm going to make the square green as well. So I'm going to go. And now the hard part with Sharpie is there's no turning back, but that's okay. Now we're going to do that. And I'm going to use this for the lines. The red's going to be the lines. And it's okay because who cares? No, we're not going to do the lines. Actually, the big parts will keep green. And I'll make... Do I have a blue? Where's my blue? I'll just use this one. Does this work? Yeah, I'll just use this. So the circle joints, depending on how strong the person is how wide I might make this. Now, let's do a circle right here. Circle right here. And now let's we're gonna locate the belly button, which is right here, which is gonna be good for our lines. And that's where the joint is gonna start, right at that middle crosshair. Dink! Right there. Boom. Lovely. Glorious. I should just draw abstract art. You know what they say about a lot of abstract artists? They're just people who can't draw. Now, there's good abstract art, don't get me wrong. There's good intentional abstract art, but everyone can tell. Bink! 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 And now we're going to close in. Then we're going to do more lines. We're going to just repeat the process. Right there. I think I made the knees a little bit too long, but we ball in here. Who cares? Bink! I'm just going to do little ones right here. I'll probably make the feet green because there's something different. And you can just do lines too as well. That's also an option. But that would be the setup right there. That's the setup to all my chibis. Look at them. So, that's the magic sauce right there. And that lesson was for you for free. Pay me money. All right, anyways. And I pretty much do that with, you can just shrink the size down for anything. And if you want to draw a real character, remember what I said. If you want to draw a character that's not chibi, you can follow literally the exact same steps. See? Now it's just a guy. You just follow the same steps and just make the same ratio, but enlarging. Or it can be a guy standing from a distance. Now you just have a regular character. It's the same stuff, really. But once you understand this structure, you'll be like, okay, let me turn this guy a little bit to the left. It's not much different. See, if I were to turn this guy, then you'd have to start learning your three-dimensional shapes. And that's not that much of a big deal, but it's going to take a little bit of extra effort and reference. That's when you start needing to incorporate reference. But let's say I wanted to turn this guy to the side on an angle. Let me rotate him. You see the length of his feet? When you rotate a character, his feet looks like it's higher than the bottom foot. Now this one's lower than this one. This foot looks higher. But when you rotate it back again, it's still on the same length. If I rotate this one, now the right joint looks higher than the left one. And that goes the same with the arms as well. Let's say I made him turn slightly this way. Actually, that might be the same. Nope, it's not. So yeah, bing bonk. But yeah. Now, if you're drawing a slightly three-dimensional chibi character, do I have an extra space? Let's draw it right here. So let's say I wanted to draw him on a slight angle. First, I'm going to tilt his whole head facing that direction he's facing. I'm going to do the same process as before, but I'm going to make my shapes slightly more three-dimensional. So take a good look at this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've watched all of JJK. And thank you for the flower purple. But let's say you wanted to turn him a slight direction. It's the same process as before. So we're going to just make a square. And this time, instead of the square, we're going to turn him another direction. We're just going to make the square three-dimensional, really. And you got to add sides now. So now think of it like a box of cereal. See, when things turn, it looks like it's going higher, but it's just further back. Remember what I said about the arms and the lines? It's almost the same applies to it as well. So with the arms, it turns, the line gets shorter, but also the point gets further back. Or maybe I'm just doing top down. Figure it out. Ooh. Bang. And the sphere, it's good when you're doing spheres for the or circles for the joints, because they look three-dimensional, which matter wherever you put it. So you can keep the circle in the same spot, it doesn't matter. But the circle is going to be higher. Bink, bonk. And then sometimes, bink, bonk. Oh, I like this stance. I'm already rocking with this. Bink. Sometimes I get carried away and forget to teach. But joint, these two, remember, are supposed to be the same exact length. The same exact length. This arm to this arm, since they're both showing the entire arm and it's not going backwards or forward. So now, bink, joint, line, bink. I'm just going to have a line for the foot because that's easier. And since this leg is slightly more way back there, we're going to draw the joint slightly higher and the foot slightly higher. Dink. So the plane, it's like he's standing on this. And this is pretty much how you would do it for... Now, I drew this going through the body because it's behind him and it still helps me figure out where his arm is positioned. But, yeah. And that's how I draw my poses. I'm scared to speak. Good. Don't. I think my girlfriend's coming soon. But yeah, that's that. That's that little... I don't know how long that took, but we went quite a way with that one right there. This is probably my top way to draw a somewhat chibi-esque like that. So, bink! First. And that's the entire lesson. Now, back to your scheduled programming. Because I have to finish this stuff up. Look what Anti did. He said, "See, Kix, it's okay, you can do it." And then he wants to draw some masterpiece. That's funny. I want to be green. Gotta be cool to be green, sorry. Alright. Now, where was I? And I literally did those same... Every stick figure is... Every character is using that same joint system or similar. Now, God bless Spider-Man. What do you mean? How do you know that? Only the rich are green. I'm done being embarrassed. You should have never felt embarrassed. You should have felt honored, because I'll never go out of my way for anyone else. That's the Flames patented promise, honey bun. Alright, now where was I? I did this. Look, you guys pay me $1 and I post the things I really don't want to. I post my archived. Why is my keyboard French? Keeps pressing the space bar. Wee. Wee. Alright, where was I? I just want my comments to go in. Yes. Anti's doing it to flex. I am here. Yes, lemon. Lemonhead. I don't think I'm doing Inktober. It's already too late. I don't got time. I just wanted to be different, honestly. I know. I know you. I know the type of man you are. That's the wrong. Whatever. I'll use it. That's Rumple Pumpkin, by the way. It was an old drawing I did a few years ago in the mini sketchbook. What's her name? Let me see if I can find her. She's in this mini sketchbook, I believe. I like Rumple Pumpkin. Oh, there you go. Rumple Pumpkin, right here. Troublemaker, misfit, Goyle. Anyway. Inktober. Well, Inktober it's a challenge for all artists, not to really come together, but to all like draw a theme for the month. There's like a list you draw. For every day of the month, there's a new theme, or you look at the list and then you draw it, pretty much. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a little over the top, but yeah. Sometimes it's, They should have me make the list, but I'll be doing some stupid stuff. Who makes the list for Inktober? You think if I drop it a week before the other people do, it gets certified? Like, no one would know, technically. I could just make a few videos and be like, this is the challenge for Inktober. You know what I mean? That's how you start a war. You have to start today. Most people fall out of it because they just have life in the way. You know how that is now. Shoelace and old guys. I was going to say something more wild, but I'm glad I held my tongue, as I have to do every day. What does this mean? I'm not making a list. There's already a list. You can look it up. Inktober. It's also in the Discord as well. It's on the announcements tab if you're in there. But yeah. Or I guess you can make your own, but yeah. If you make your own, good luck trying to hit the For You page. But, yeah. No, it's not. Nah, it might have been close, but no. That's hilarious though. I can't believe you just said that. Alright, whatever. It was like a cranberry color, wasn't it? What's up, mister? For anyone but yourself. Honestly. That's why a lot of people do it. That's why I was doing it at one point. But yeah. One of my most popular videos on TikTok is where I'm talking about Inktober, not actually Inktober. I'm actually doing it. That's hilarious. I'm a joke. Bye. Bye-bye. Where do you think you're going? I don't remember saying you could leave, Clip Boy. Think you can leave whenever you want? Who decided that? Who decided that? I'm gonna give you guys a next time on Dragon Ball Z. Next time. Said Will Punk Bunny. Do another part 37 to the intro. Will Kix draw another head portrait? Find out next time. I need your help with what? Why would you be called the woman? Will Caleb find true love? Me, I did. What? You telling me? Will Caleb stop messing around? Will Anti? Oh yeah. Will Anti become an NSFW artist? If the game wasn't telling enough. He said you have the power. There's a mutual on TikTok getting popular for drawing his girl OC thing. He's the one that does he has a comic manga thing out right now. I forgot what it is called. People keep posting I know the kind of man you are. That and the Green Goblin saying, you have to do it. You have the power. That ND guy? Really? He has solid takes, but I don't really watch him all the way through. I just listen to the first second. Because I feel like there's other topics that could be tackled, you know? I mean, he is making money off rage bait, I guess. Not my cup of tea, I will say. I'm happy you dislike him. That means you can see past his smoke and mirrors. Alright. But yeah. What do you think of Xander? Isn't that the scientist guy? That looked like the scientist guy. What are you talking about? I don't know what I'm not good with names. The jar of sponge and oil method? Alright, Kane. Get your freakazoid self out of here. Freakaholic, man. How many days till I give up on OC-tober? I'll give you about till day 7. Day 4, you're going to start slipping up. I thought I responded of that. Tyrone is the blackest name. I'd say Quantavius is, but yeah. Or whoever's named Sharkeisha. There's always a joke about it, but I don't ever hear it. It's like it's an ancient summoning. A mythical beast. I need to remake Zen. Yeah, you could make him. Let me show you. I will show you my first Enra if I have to. His name was Scorch at the time, remember? He's right here. This is one of the firsts. So, this wasn't that long ago. So yeah, look at it. Look at this abomination. That people were eating up. Dumb. This was trash. The blackest name is Lucius. Your middle name is Lucius. Lucius Lion. Lucius! Yeah, but I've never heard an actual Lucius in real life. It sounds like a deity or a god, demigod name. Who is it? Who is it? Him? Yeah, isn't that the... He's cool though, he's fire. I like this one. I thought it was the just another variation of the scientist guy, to be honest. No, don't! Too late, Kicks. It's good, that's a milestone. Hold on. I'm saving it so you can't do nothing about it. Now it's if you do delete it, Kicks, I will post it on announcements. What did bro click on my silly clowns? I don't know, man. Don't delete it, otherwise I'll immortalize it. I'll make a whole short like, do you want your drawings to end up? Yeah, that's crazy. That is wild. That is wicked work. I just showed you my terrible art. Don't make me do it again. If you look, I look at my old videos and queeze, you know, quench my nads together. Quiver, almost. And disdain. Disgust. Benevolence. You're gonna delete what? I don't think you're gonna do that. Because, you know, they're saved now. Don't make me disgrace you. Cooking me, I said I'm not an artist. How am I cooking you? You are an artist. You just don't want to tap in. Yo, well, post the last art piece you did. That was actually really good. He said he's not an artist, and he posts something that's just like... Come on, no. Anyway. I needed him for reference to when I did the fan art. That's why. Ugh. What bird color should that be? Like a purple? What about... Where's the other file? There we are. Yeah, the last thing he posted. No one bullied you. Stop gaslighting. You're the only person who can get bullied with compliments. Bro gets bullied with compliments every day. He's sick of it. He wants to be edgelord, but he can't. He's sick of it. Do you hear me? He's sick of the treatment. He wants to be spat on. He can't handle it. He said, ugh, complimenting me on my birthday? What is this place? This man is fried. Wait, where does this line belong to? That doesn't add up. What the hell is that line? This line. What nice line you got here. I don't trust it. I see lines. They're everywhere. Oh, they hate me. They all hate me. I forgot what show that was from. Cartoon. Caleb, you want to be underdog so bad. It's unbelievable. You want a chip on your shoulder so bad. But I'm not a rapper. Starts rapping. So bad, honestly, it's unbelievable. Should it be purple? Or should it be like a... Maybe it should be a brighter... Move on to a brighter tomorrow. I like this color better. Because I already used the other one. I don't want repeat colors. I don't want to look lazy here, you know? I'll use it for the shading, though. So I'll leave it there just so I don't lose it. Damn it, I lost it. Wait, there's some in here. No, I can use it for the shading, man. Honestly, it is rage bait. Either that or you're fishing for comments. I'll be when I earn it. You're not even trying. You're not even trying. I'm not encouraging you to do art. But it's clearly there. I'm not even encouraging you to do art. I'm at the point where I don't encourage people anymore. I just point them in a direction they can go. But you, bro, cooked up something. Something that I was way better than how I was. You're like the girl from Cars 3, or was it 4? Is there a fourth one? Where Lightning McQueen has to convince the girl at the training thing to drive herself. So cause she can become a racer, she doesn't think she can. It's okay, Kix, we have our own journey. Listen, you want to get humbled? I'll go to a Discord where I'm humbled every day. Hold up. Hold up. Let me go. Hold up. Where's the finished art? You're about to see some heat. What the hell? This is real, comp. This is the big leagues, buddy. Let's just go over some of the elite artists in this category. Look at this dude. I'm not even coming close. There were some other ones, but they're way up there. Look at this. This is Kix. This could be you, but you keep fucking around. I'm sure you could do that. Look at this. This guy's always doing this stuff. I'm not even bothering. But That's fire. I didn't see that one yet. Look at this, Kicks. This could be you. But you're messing around. Alright. I got your art. It's all up in the business. There's some fire ones in here. I like this a lot, surprisingly. And I like minimalism, so all forms of art is appreciated. Yeah, this... Where's the... Look at this. Look, what the fuck? Look at it. Where's the other one? Where's the... This is nice, too. It's not my cup of tea for... This has been looking hotel thing. I don't know. It's something. Portraits here. Look, man. Like, what the hell? No hard lines. I could never. This is fire. Look what this guy did. That's fire. How do I wish I should play with music. All the people Wukong defeated. That's crazy. This is, I think, the god or the Buddha or someone watching it all. Or he's the people that sent after Wukong. That's tough. That is unbelievably tough. And creative. Now, this is fire. I would never. I can't even do that even if I wanted to. I mean, I probably could. But I don't even want to try, dude. Look at this beauty. Look, man. When did I diss anti? I need proof of that one. Look at this one. Alright, I'm done. I'm done glazing. But if you guys want to feel humbled, there's always someone better. What'd I say? Quill quits my whole art career, honestly. But honestly, I like to see minimalism, so everyone's different. And there's literally not that much. That type of art, there's no market for. No, what I said was it's not physically possible for anyone to do it. To make it look as clean. It's not possible. It's literally not possible. In realities, it's not possible. I don't think you guys understood what I said when I said that. You think this is doable. Don't get me wrong. But doing this to this cleanliness, even if you were to upload it, it would look like it was done traditionally. It wouldn't look like it was done digitally. You'd have to get this special paper, special everything. It'd take you a whole month just for this simple thing. I don't even want to talk about the paint part. But even the paper you're doing it on is going to have some type of marks on it. Is what I was saying. I wasn't even. Hold on, is she coming or not? I need to... But yeah, man. It's a tough market. I think that I'm gonna make the beak a little orangey. No, because that one's orangey. That's why he hating. Whatever you guys want to say. Whatever you guys want to say. But you guys don't want to listen to a real G like me. Sick of this. Has a lady friend coming over. Did you looky at your art? Oh, it's alive. And this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. See, Kicks? I see the vision. I see the vision. But listen. Art is a hard journey. And you're gonna have to do it. If you want to continue art. Why do you want to continue art? It's me in a dress. I feel like you said that one before. He's wearing the Numen's Law lingerie that just dropped. Oh, good. He's wearing the... man. Low-key also on the verge of quitting art. Oh. We're not in... If you're coming into the art game, be ready to crash like a falling star. But in a depressing manner. Most people don't make it. Okay? And most people don't because they stop. But a lot of people... I just see a lot of artists... You can tell who's doing it for what. But a lot of them lose their, like... So then they start making videos related to art, even though I have nothing to do with art. But that's kind of hypocritical because that's kind of what I just uploaded earlier. But they do it for a while. They don't even they just stop. People treat it like it's a fail, like it's gonna save them. This stuff is gonna take you years to even hold the candle to anything. Flora's dress. Just give up at the entrance. Honestly, they just see the staircase and be like, ah. Honestly, life is hard. Everyone should learn a trade or two, but also do their passion at the same time. People think art's gonna save them and bail them out of the universe, but in reality, it's supposed to be something, a pastime that gets taken if you're lucky. Most people shouldn't sacrifice more than they have to draw. But that's just the way it is, man. And honestly, it's a bit of strategy. It's not all about skill, it's about strategy, how you market yourself. Your connections, who you in ties with that actually are going to do something with themselves, who eventually is going to put you on game. You know? Like, if I had my own art studio and I could guarantee you all the resources, I would do it. But I don't right now. So, in the meantime... I don't know. Greenfoot. That don't want me. So let's say you was a creative person. You said your dream is chasing girls that don't want you. You could make a whole series off of that. It could be reality TV, but it could be anything. You said film earlier. That was your thing you were doing a little bit. You could do that. It's just... You know, it's just the path, you know? There's no such way as a wrong of doing wrong or what right way or what the hell. There's no wrong or right way, but there is an easier way. But if the easier way is too easier, then it's suspect. Doing classes. I'm just saying. People are just looking at streamers that got lucky or made deals with the devil. Most of the famous people are famous. If you look at their back history, they're either related to some rich guy or a famous person. But the people who really come up, they like get at like 30 something, you know? And that's an early age for success. I'm gonna wait till I get called. So for now, you're gonna look at my face. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. It's a little, it's not faded anymore. But yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Wacky inflatable tubes. Wacky wailing inflatable tubes. Wacky wailing. Okay, guys, I have to go now. Bye, loves.